Hey, what's going on, man? How you guys been? I don't know about you, but this heat wave or whatever it is we're going through, it's way too hot, man. And it's not even July yet, and it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm freaking dying. Is it October yet? Crazy, man. All right, listen. So we're in what? Second, third day of summer. So what I want to talk about today, even though this has nothing to do with the weather, who cares? I want to talk about today is some Iron Maiden bootlegs on vinyl, and I have some on CD. All right, there's been like this major influx of Iron Maiden bootlegs on vinyl that are just like all over the place. Now, some are good and some are okay, and you know, for the most part, they're pretty good. All right. Now, when it comes to bootlegs, depending on what you personally can deal with, all right, because some are recorded, you know, in an audience, you know, some of the stuff like some of the early Maiden, you know, back in like 79 and 80 and the early 80s, first of all, you weren't allowed in the theater to watch a concert with any kind of recording device, okay? And this was before cell phones. I mean, you go to a concert now and everybody's got their cell phone up, you know, recording everything. You couldn't do that back in the day, man. They would escort you right out. Take your camera, take your tape recorder out. Ain't happening. Today, it's a piece of cake, and the recordings today, you know, are a lot better, you know. So some of the older stuff, you have to understand, if you're going to buy something from 79, you know, 80, that it's going to be noisy. You're going to hear the crowd. You're going to hear, it's very trembly, you know. So I know a lot of people who buy, let me see, show of hands. How many of you guys out there have bootleg stuff? 1, 2, 12. All right, there's enough of you. So, you know, some of you new guys, if you want to start getting into bootlegs, you have to understand these are not professional recordings, okay? Some guys will take a master cassette, how it was recorded back in the day, and maybe they can take it and hook it up to Pro Tools and make it a little bit better. But there's only so much you can do. So if you're going to go buy bootlegs, you have to go in right off the bat understanding these are not the best recordings, okay? Now, behind me is a whole bunch of bootlegs. And some are great and some are not so great. And the same thing with the Maiden stuff. So I got a stack here, and let's just go over this, all right? Now, right off the bat, I know I showed this once before, this magazine called Record Collector. If you can still find this somewhere, all right, this is pretty good. It's not bootleg oriented. It's just the regular Maiden stuff, but it covers some kind of other stuff, all right? It's pretty cool to check out, you know, if you're a big Maiden fan. You may have to go and, like, order this, because this is, I've had this for a couple months now, all right? So you might still find it, all right? But yeah, Record Collector, the Iron Maiden issue, very cool to have, all right? Now, I sat down and I had to take notes on all the stuff we're about to go over, all right? For the most part, it's all the same, all right? Like I said, some of them are recorded in the audience, and it is what it is, okay? So don't expect great studio recordings. All right, number one, here we go. You guys ready? Pencil, paper, let's start jotting stuff down. Here we go. This first one, Iron Maiden, Ruskin Arms. 1979, all right? Paul Di'Anno, Dennis Stratton. Looks like this. All right, maybe some of you guys have seen it. You know, now you guys, Maiden fans, you guys know the Ruskin Arms, you know, where Maiden kind of got their start with, you know, courts and houses there. So this is one. Kind of looks like this on the inside. It's got all the words. Very cool, very well done, you know. Great cover art, all right? The Beast on Record. Good stuff. Hey, you want to read the label real quick? All right, now it's got some cool songs on. It starts with The Ides of March, Rothschild, Sanctuary, Prowler, Remember Tomorrow, Running Free, Another Life, Transylvania, Strange World. All right, goes into Invasion. Yeah. Charlotte the Harlot, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Innocent Exile, Drifter, and I've Got the Fire. So, real cool classic Maiden. Like I said, with Di'Anno, Dennis Stratton, real cool stuff. All right. Now, this is on the Evil Dead record, guys. Nothing fancy, right? It's on, nothing going on there. This one is on nice red vinyl. All right. It's a double album, and the other vinyl looks just like this. Now, the notes I said on this, yes, I sat and I listened to everything. I got my notes. And what better to take my notes on with Iron Maiden stuff is this little Iron Maiden notebook. Yep, got it on Amazon, just blank pages. It's cool to take notes, all right? Yeah, it looks like this. You want it, go to Amazon, you can find it. All right, so my notes on this. Basically, again, like I said, it was recorded back in the days of 79. Someone had a tape recorder. So this one, it's a little bit noisy, all right? It's trebly. You got to crank the bass up, all right? Noisy, it's got great songs. Just turn the bass up. And that's with that. You know, once you get into like one song and your ears adjust, it's not bad. I mean, you can hear everything, but it's just, you know, it's noisy, you know, all right? So that's the first one. It's worth picking up because it's the original lineup. You know, it's back in the day. That's a good one. Number 2, this is the UK tour, 1980. Okay, again, very cool artwork, same people, Evil Dead, right? That's the back. Again, it's got all the words on the inside, which is very cool, very well done, the artwork and everything. On here, you got, now, it's early Maiden, so, you know, it's basically the same songs. Eyes of March, Sanctuary, Wild Child, Prowler, Remember Tomorrow, Killers, Running Free, Another Life's got a drum solo, Transylvania, Strange World, Charlotte the Harlot, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, and Drifter, all right? And again, this has got Diano and Dennis Stratton is still on this. All right, show you what it looks like. Basically the same thing. It's red vinyl, the Evil Dead label, all right? And basically my notes on this, please hold. If I don't start putting these things away, they're gonna get mixed up. All right. Yeah, I thought it was kind of time to do something on the Maiden bootlegs because they're like all over the place, all right? I'm like, you know, I should do a video on this because people were asking me questions on how they sound and this and that. You know, people, they post this stuff on Instagram and they're not really, some guys get into detail, a lot don't. They just show the cover and the album and then that's it, all right? So for this one, my notes, they say the drums sound better, all right? So in the first one, everything might have been a little bit distant. You can hear, you know, Diano and the guitars, but maybe Clive, the drums weren't so great. But on this one, the drums sound better. And basically the same thing. You just turn the bass up on a lot of early ones because they're just very trebly, all right? It's just very, you know, thin, okay? Yeah, drums sound better. But other than that, it's cool. If you can deal with it, it's cool. Coming up, Unleash the Beast. All right, here's another one. Now, this one, what we got going on here is recorded in the Netherlands. So I looked up the date, April 28th, 1981. And the reason why I looked up the date is because this starts off with Genghis Khan. A little weird, right? It goes Genghis Khan, Killers, Purgatory, Sanctuary, Remember Tomorrow, Twilight Zone, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Transylvania, Drifter. I'm like, that's a little odd. You know, I don't see Maiden starting off with Genghis Khan. So if you go to any date, if you Google it, it will take you to a bunch of stuff. But there's something on there, when you Google, it'll say set list, right? This set list company, quote unquote, will have the date. It'll give you information on where this was played and maybe who they were playing with. And it'll give you the whole set list. Now, this is only bits and pieces of it. You know, whoever did this was like, well, let's get some of the songs that might sound the best and put them on, you know, the vinyl. Because some of this is in order and some of it isn't, all right? So they just picked out, I guess, what sounded the best and slapped it on vinyl. All right, let me show you what this looks like. Nothing crazy. It's on yellow vinyl, all right? Looks like that. Boom. So, not bad. This one, let's see, vocals. Vocals are hard to hear, okay? And the rest of the album is good. So, yeah, I remember listening to it. So, the instruments are in front, per se, and the vocals are way in the back. I mean, you can hear Diano, but it's like he's singing in another room. All right. So this one is kind of, you know, not the best. All right. But again, you know, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. But out of the three so far, this one, Diano's vocals are just way too far in the back. All right. Instrument-wise, you can hear music-wise, but his vocals are just too far off. Coming up next, here we go. There's another one. Get my fingers out of the way. This is recorded in Stockholm, Sweden, September 8th, 1981. This one is called One Before the Killers Go Free. All right. Now, this has got a cool gatefold. It's a cool picture. All right. The guys back in the day. Cool songs. Again, Ides of March, Sanctuary, Purgatory, Wild Child, Twilight Zone, Innocent Exile, Running Free, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Remember Tomorrow, Genghis Khan, Killers, Another Life, Transylvania, Drifter, and Prowler. So, again, really cool lineup in here, man. If this is the correct picture, they got Adrian Smith back there instead of Dennis Stratton. But again, if you look up the date, it'll tell you who the band members were and blah, blah, blah. So this one, what do I got down here for this? Good recording. So this is a good recording. It's decent, okay? It's better than the other one. So by me saying it's a good recording, you can hear everything. It's probably clear. You know, Diano, you can hear Diano and the instruments and you know, Clive playing. Everything is probably pretty cool on this one. So that one's probably worth picking up. All right. Let me for yeah, good recording. So if I didn't write anything else, this one's good to pick up. All right. Cool. You with me so far? All right, we got a lot more to go. Pay attention. Coming up next, Iron Maiden, Genghis Khan tour. There you go. Whoop, finger out of the way. All right. Again, there's the back. Evil Dead. Again, it's going to have all the lyrics on the inside. Just like that. Double album. Now, this is picture disc. All right. Double album, picture disc on this one. Comes in this plastic. Pull it out. You got Eddie on one side and just Iron Maiden on the other. All right. Cool. All right. I'll show you the other one real quick. Throw this back in there. Throw this in his. And of course, you know, the label on the album says they did their best to, you know, fix the recording and make it top notch. And, you know, like I said, there's only so much you can do. So if you're going to buy a bootleg, don't get mad if it doesn't sound like, you know, your Metallica Black Album. All right. Two different worlds. Here's the other one. Okay. You got half an Eddie going on. And then the other side, Genghis Khan tour. All right. Pretty cool. All right. Throw this back in there. Yeah, these albums that I'm showing you are all over the place. All right. I was like, you know, I think it's time, man. All right. So this one, put that there. Genghis Khan. Where are we here? All right. So Dickinson is on this one now. All right. So now you got Bruce, you know, Steve, Dave, Adrian, and Clive Burr. So my notes, I lost it. Oh. Oh. So the young Bruce singing on this. All right. So out of the other ones that I just showed you, this is the best sounding one so far. Okay. This one right here. The best sounding one. Now you notice, you know, what kind of, it's not 1979, it's not 80. We're kind of moving up in the years a little bit. So someone might have had like a good recorder, or maybe they're starting to get, you know, the soundboard might start, you know, coming into the picture here. So this one starts off with Sanctuary, Wild Child, Run to the Hills, okay? Remember Tomorrow, Genghis Khan, Killers, Another Life, The Prisoner, okay? Running Free, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Phantom of the Opera, excuse me. Iron Maiden, they sing Happy Birthday to Dave Murray on here. Transylvania, Drifter, and Prowler. All right, you want to see the back? There's the songs. Now, the reason why I wrote Young Bruce on here is because you hear Bruce Dickinson singing, you know, Run to the Hills now, you know, and obviously, you know, he's not 22, 23 years old anymore. But back during this, I mean, his voice is just way up there, man. He's hitting those notes on Run to the Hills, you know, the chorus and everything like that. It's kicking butt. Excuse me. Ha. All right. So, yeah. So, Bruce singing on this, his voice is, it's that young Bruce Dickinson, you know, that number of the beast, Bruce. And it's funny. So, I'm listening to this, the Run to the Hills version, and it never really dawned on me before, but the way Bruce sings the chorus of Run to the Hills, run for your life, you know, that part, it sounds pretty familiar to when he was still in Samson and he sings the song Bright Lights. Compare the two a little bit because they sound a little similar. Just Bruce's vocal line, you know, when he, bright lights, you know, when he sings the run for your life. It's similar, all right? Check it out, all right? So that's this one. Best sounding one so far. All right, moving on. Got another one here. This is Maiden Killer Italy Tour. All right, this was recorded in October 1981. And this has got Bruce on it and Adrian. All right, looks like this. I know a lot of these covers look the same. All right, this is the Italy Tour. All right, on here. The Ides of March, Sanctuary, Purgatory, Rothschild, Twilight Zone, Remember Tomorrow, Genghis Khan, Killers, Another Life, Innocent Exile, Running Free, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Transylvania, Drifter, Prowler. So this one probably came out before that one. I tried to keep them in order, but you know, they kind of got away from it because this has nothing of Number of the Beast. So this probably came out before this. Let me see. Yeah. So this was October 81, and this was December. All right, so you got the Number of the Beast on here and not on here. All right. Oh, I didn't show you the vinyl on that. That's right. It's all the same. It's all Evil Dead. Plastic. Red vinyl. All right. And the other one, the Genghis Khan tour, I'll show you real quick. It's the same thing. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, right? All right. Double vinyl. These are all double vinyls so far, except for that white one. Let me show you the Genghis Khan real quick. I know I skipped it. But did I? No, I showed it to you. It's picture disc. Pay attention. All right. So this one is the red vinyl. And my notes on this. Live in Italy. I remember it wasn't that great. Yeah, okay. So this one, the Italy one, you got to turn the bass way up. All right. It's very trebly. It's clear. But it needs bass, all right? It's just noisy without the bass. So yeah, you got to crank the bass up on this one, all right? But it's clear. Let's crank the bass. All right? All right. Coming up. A lot to go through. Maiden live at the Palladium. Yeah, good show. I was at that show. That's the back. All right? This is on blue vinyl. Pull this out. Nothing fancy there. I'm MAIDEN. All right, there you go. Blue vinyl at the Palladium. Now, if some of you guys have been following me on Instagram, I've been doing this thing where I'll show you my concert ticket. I'll show you the album, you know, the tour time, maybe some pictures in a book. And then I'll show you the tour program that was with that. I did like Bon Jovi's Homecoming. I just did like two Priest with Maiden. I did Rat, LA Guns, Great White. There's a couple on there. So it's kind of cool. You want to check them out. I did like two Van Halens. It's pretty cool. Now this one, let's see. Live at the Palladium. This is recorded very good. All right. This might have been there's a radio broadcast. That's why this one sounds good. All right. This wasn't recorded, you know, on a cassette in the audience. So the radio broadcast ones are usually pretty good. So if you're really skeptical about buying a bootleg, if it says soundboard or, you know, a radio program, you got a really good chance of it sounding better than a regular bootleg, all right? So these are always safe. And this one sounds really good. All right, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Rothschild, Run to the Hills, Children of the Damned, Number of the Beast, Prisoner, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Phantom of the Opera, and Iron Maiden, all right? So at this show, they were warming up for Priest. Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. So, yeah, pick this one up. Moving on. Iron Maiden, R.I.P. Obviously, this is the Number of the Beast tour. All right, this is Rock in Portland, 1982. Cool. Single vinyl. Just looks like that. This is a picture disc as well. Awesome. All right, looks like that. Pretty cool. And this one, let me see. As soon as I get this out of my way. Boom. Portland. Again, turn up the bass. All right, it's very trembly. Crank up the bass as far as it'll go, and you should be all right. Again, it just all depends on what you can deal with, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's a bootleg, man. All right, coming up. Burn Tokyo to the ground. Now, there's 3 albums in here. All right? Again, Number of the Beast, you can tell. What do we got on here? Murders in the Rue Morgue, Rothschild, Run to the Hills, Children of the Damned, Number of the Beast, Another Life, 22 Acacia, Drum Solo, Transylvania, Dave Murray, guitar solo, goes into Prisoner, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Running Free, Sanctuary, Drifter, Prowler. Now, this is cool because they do Smoke on the Water, and then they do I Got the Fire. When they do Smoke on the Water in here, I mean, the crowd's already going nuts. I mean, you can imagine. But when they break out into Smoke on the Water and they hit the chorus, the whole crowd is just singing at the top of their lungs, you know. They, you know, Japanese, they love Deep Purple, man. And you break out into Smoke on the Water, you can hear the place going nuts on this. It's great, man. All right, so this is the gatefold, classic Number of the Beast. Now, this is on 3 albums. And they're all like different colors and stuff. Now, the problem is there's no label on it. So you don't know what is side 1 and what is side 2. I mean, until you put it on and start listening to it. But yes, this is side 1 and 2. I don't know which is which until I put it back on again. God, I hate these paper things. Yes, I know. I have the plastic things. I just have to replace them. I got them. They're just sitting over there. When I get the chance, I'll take these papers, throw them in the garbage, and replace them. Settle down. I know, I can hear you guys. Oh, get the plastic things. I got them. It's just a matter of time, and then I got to replace things. All right. So that's one. I showed the other 2. All right, here's the second one. God, these paper things are wool. Right, so this is on like this gray marble. All right. I believe this is the side with Smoke on the Water. I get it. Smoke. Looks like smoke and water, right? That's that one. Now, this one actually has a label on it. All right, listen. It's a bootleg. Again, you're going to buy bootlegs. You're going to have labels. You're not going to have labels. You know, until you buy it, you have no idea. All right? So, this one has a label. And this one's got a label. All right? What is that? It's got a little piece of dirt. All right. So this one, the Portland one, clear. This has good vocals. You just got to turn the bass up on all 3 of them. So basically, you can hear the vocals. Everything is clear. It's just trembly. Crank the bass up, and it's decent. All right. All right, this also came with this book. It's got a lot of pages in it. This is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty thick, man. It's got a lot of cool stuff in here. So if you can find this, I mean, it's all in black and white. You know, it's got, you know, the Chinese writing, which I have no idea what it says, but the pictures are cool. All right, there you go. I have some cool color pictures. So this was a bonus with the album. Cool. All right. So again, it's clear. Crank the bass up. Coming up, we got The Beast on the Road. This was recorded March 1st, 1982 in the UK, Bradford, UK. Again, I know these all covers look the same because of the coloring, the green, but they're all different shows. All right. Again, Evil Dead. It's got all the words. All right. This is on yellow vinyl instead of red. Go. You go. And there you go. Cool, cool. Now this is paper, but it's got the plastic on the inside. See, it's not so bad. But yeah, I gotta chuck all these. There. Double album. All right. Again, we got Clive Burr still on drums here. Adrian and Bruce. Cool stuff. Again, so we're still doing Murders in the Rue Morgue. Rothschild, Run to the Hills, Children of the Dam, Number of the Beast, Another Life, Killers, 22 Acacia, Total Eclipse. All right, then it goes into a drum solo. Now, speaking of drum solos and Clive Burr, now he had that beautiful big white drum set, right? The octobongs on the side, and you would think that listening to Clive, you know, playing all these songs, you know, it's unbelievable. You know, what he does on the first 3 albums is great. You would think his drum solos would be a little bit better. I mean, nothing on Clive, man. I love Clive, man. He was one of my idols, you know, but you would think he would have a little more drum solo technique, you know, but it's just a lot of snare drum stuff, you know, and a couple of cymbals hit, and all his drum solos sound the same on all these albums, you know. That's the one thing. I just wish he put a little more time into it instead of just, you know, on the snare. But still, the guy is great. All right, rest in peace, Clive. Love you, man. All right. So after Total Eclipse drum solo, goes into Transylvania, guitar solo, The Prisoner, Hell Be Thy Name, Phantom of the Opera, Iron Maiden, Sanctuary, Drifter, and they, you know, even with Bruce, they do the whoa, 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 with the crowd stuff going on. Running Free, and then Prowler. All right. So this one is Beast on the Road, and for this, I put up, again, turn the bass up. The vocals are good. It's just trembly. All right. So again, crank the bass up. It's a good sounding bootleg. You should be all right with that one. Now this one, this is Brain Damage in France. So now we're up to the Peace of Mind tour. Right. So now Nico's in the band. All right. Looks like that. This was recorded November 19th, 1983. It's gatefold. All right, got the words. Double album. I'll show you one of them. It's on this cool, again, stupid paper thing, but at least it's got the plastic. It's got this cool purple. All right, violet, whatever you guys want to call it. Pretty cool. Now this one, the bass drum is kicking, man. It's got a good drum sound. The other ones, you hear the drums, but this one, the bass drum is like, boom, you feel the bass drum on this. What else did I write on this? Where'd it go? Brain Damage. Yep. Good bass drum. Bruce sounds great, and this is a very good recording. So if you find this one, you're good to go. This one, it has a little, the intro goes into Where Eagles Dare, Sanctuary, Rothschild, The Trooper, Revelations, Flight of Icarus, Die With Your Boots On, 22 Acacia, Number of the Beats, Number of the Beats. Number of the Beast, oh wow. To Tame a Land, goes into a guitar solo, goes into a drum solo. Nico, drum solo. Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills, and they're still doing Drifter. But this is a very good recording, all right? If you guys can find this, you're good to go with this one. All right. Now we're getting into the Somewhere in Time section. Yeah, I don't have any with Power Slave. Maybe I got some on CD. Nah, I think I didn't find anything with Power Slave. Interesting. I thought I did. Oh, well. All right. Somewhere in Time. This is Somewhere on Tour, UK. This was recorded October 22nd, 1986 in Hanley, England. All right. Again, double album. The Evil Dead people, you can tell by the cover. Got all the words. All right. Pull the album out. Stupid paper thing. This is just on regular black vinyl, nothing crazy. All right. Looks like that. Now, there's nothing. Some of these come with like a picture or something. There's no great inserts. This one may have one. Sometimes they do. Yeah, this one has one. The other ones did not. Yeah, so some of them come with like just a picture, all right? Nothing on the back. Those other ones that I showed you do not. If I can get that back in there. All right. So yeah, so this one's pretty cool. Somewhere in Time, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Sea of Madness, Children of the Damned, Stranger in a Strange Land, Wasted Years, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Goes into a guitar solo, Where Eagles Dare, Heaven Can Wait, Phantom of the Opera, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Running Free, and Sanctuary. Right, that's the back song listing. All right, now this one, Somewhere on Tour, UK. Sounds okay. It's not great, but it's kind of muddy. All right, it's not really trebly. It's just turning the bass up ain't gonna help. It's okay sounding, like I said, but it's just, I don't know. I described it as muddy. It's kind of low, but it's okay. Once you get past like the first song, you're all right. If you turn the volume up, you're good to go. It's just not clear. It's just kind of muddy. Did I write anything else on here? No, that was it. But it sounds okay. All right, this one, another Somewhere on Tour. Okay, my hand out of the way. This was the back. It says excellent audience recording. This was recorded at the Kellogg Arena in Michigan, USA, on March 15th, 1987. All right, this is on a heavy metal label. Okay, again, it's a double album. It is not gatefold. Looks like this. Black vinyl, both of them. All right. Almost looks a little bit green, doesn't it? Nah, it's just the lighting. Whoa. All right. This has a little picture inside. This is not gatefold or anything like that. I got a little mini poster. It's probably the cover. Yeah, it's the cover. So, a little mini poster. Looks like the cover. Okay. I mean, hey, it's better than nothing, right? Okay. I'm going to write for this. Basically, just turn the bass up on this one, and it's clear. It's clear sounding. Just turn the bass. It's good. Starts off the intro, Caught Somewhere in Time, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Children of the Damned, Stranger in a Strange Land, Wasted Years, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, goes into a guitar solo, Heaven Can Wait, Phantom of the Opera, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, and Running Free. Okay, that's the back. Front, back. So, this is a good one. Somewhere in Time, Somewhere in England. This was recorded October 15th, 1986. This is gatefold. All right, that one looks like this. And this is on the Axe Attack label. This is gatefold. It's got the words. Double album. All right. Back to the paper stuff. It's on this white album, right? Kind of cool. All right. But it's got the plastic on the inside, so, all right. Put this in here. Let me see if this has a little poster in here. No poster, man. All right. This one, again, it's pretty much the same set list. Somewhere in Time, 2 Minutes to Midnight, Rothschild, Till the Dance, Stranger in a Strange Land, Wasted Years, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, Guitar Solo, Where Eagles Dare, Heaven Can Wait, Phantom of the Opera, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills, Running Free, and Sanctuary. Now this one, we got here, Somewhere in England. Again, turn the bass up, but it's very good and it's clear sounding, all right? So that's a good one as well. Just turn the bass up, you're good to go. This one, Eddie Rips Up London. Looks like that. Here's the back, right? It's gatefold. Get the words. Again, Evil Dead record label. This is picture disc as well. Comes into plastic. Eddie rips up London. Pretty cool. All right. This one was recorded September 2nd, 2005. All right. Yeah, Maiden were on tour. I think they were promoting their that DVD they were going back in history and stuff like that. I can't think of the name of it right now. You know what I'm talking about. So I think they were on tour promoting that. All right, here's the second one. Actually, this is album 1. All right. You go. Pretty cool. All right. Because on this one, it's a lot of the older stuff. Even though it's 2005. Whoa, let me get this back in there. Please hold. Get in there. All right. So this one, it's got Ides of March. Now, this is what Bruce and Yannick, Adrian, Nico. All right. This is 2005. Ides of March, Murders in the Rue Morgue, Another Life, Prowler, The Trooper, Remember Tomorrow. Yeah. Where Eagles Dare, Run to the Hills, Revelations, Rothschild, Die With Your Boots On, Phantom of the Opera, Number the Beast, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Iron Maiden, Running Free, Drifter, and Sanctuary. So there's some good songs there, man. All right? Now, what's this one sound like? Where is it? Did I skip this? Where'd it go? Somewhere in England. Yeah, future past. Oh, all right. Yeah, so this one was good sounding. You can turn up the bass a little bit. It's clear. Everything sounds really well because it's not 1979 anymore. So, recordings are a little bit better now, especially when they're taking stuff off of soundboards now. Maiden, Kiss, Priest, a lot of these bands now are recording a lot of stuff soundboard. If they want to put them in the vaults and release them later on, they're doing that. But, back in 1979, not much of that was going on. All right? So, yeah, this one sounds good. Get these back in order. So, yep. He rips up London. This is a good one. All right. It's the last vinyl. This one is Future Past, In the Desert. Okay. Now, this is a recent one, obviously. This is gatefold. Get some pictures on the inside. All right. This was recorded out in California, October 6th, 2023. Double album. This is on the Heavy Metal record label. Okay, looks like that. Looks like that. The other album is the same exact thing. Now this has all Shinjitsu songs on it. For the most part, this comes with a little mini poster. Here we go. Pretty cool. All right. All right. This one, I can tell you, I don't have to look at the notes. This one sounds great. This is really well recorded. The drums sound great. Bruce sounds great. The whole band, it's recorded really well. All right. So this one starts off, with the Blade Runner intro. Goes into Somewhere in Time, Stranger in a Strange Land, Writing on the Wall, Days of Future Past, Time Machine, The Prisoner, Death to the Selks, Can I Play with Madness, Heaven Can Wait, Alexander the Great, Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, Hell on Earth, Trooper, and Wasted Years. So this one sounds awesome, all right? You're not going to go wrong with this. This sounds great. Now, stay. There are others. There are a whole bunch of other Iron Maiden vinyl bootlegs that are floating around. There's one with like Ancient Mariner, and there's a bunch. It just depends on what year you're kind of looking for. I mean, I got Overkill on Somewhere in Time here. But yeah, it just depends on the era you're looking for, whatever. You don't have to buy all these. You buy one or two or three, one from each. Lineup is cool. I mean, whatever floats your boat. You know what I mean? But just remember, the older it is, the sound is iffy. All right, the newer ones are gonna sound great. But yeah, Maiden, there are a lot of bootlegs out there, man. Same thing with like Kiss. Kiss right now, somebody got a hold of a bunch of tapes, and I mean, Kiss has always been a big bootleg thing, and over the past few years, there's been all sorts of different box sets coming out. I mean, I have Revenge and a couple other ones, There's a couple behind me. That one, this Roosevelt show is really cool. This is the same show. I have the DVD, the Lost Kiss concert, whatever it is, recorded there. But I'll say that for another day. But yeah, like that one and this one is another cool Kiss one. This Motley Crue one sounds good. The Scorpions one is great. I got these two Aussies. Awesome. Their radio broadcast, they sound freaking great. But I'll go into those another time. Right now, I just want to focus on the Maiden because a lot of guys have been asking for, Maiden stuff. So that's it with the Maiden vinyl. I have a few here on CD as well. I have a bunch of Priest ones too on CD. But back to Maiden. This is Maiden Tokyo, 1981. Okay? I have to get a little closer. Let me move up a little closer. Not that you want to see me. All right? So some of these sound good. This one's cool. All right. Looks like that. So it's old school Maiden, man. This one sounds good. All right. And it's got the usual songs on here that they were doing back in the day. It's obviously the Killers tour. All right. So this one's worth picking up if you can find it. This one's pretty cool too. Remember this one. All right, this one's got some cool stuff on it. I think there's there's bonus tracks on here. You got some Top of the Pops songs on here, Women in Uniform. And then there's some other like radio shows on here. So it's not just the concert. Get close. I don't know if you can see them. All right, Top of the Pops is on the bottom. I know the glare. Sorry, guys. All right, so this one's cool. All right, check that one out. This one is really good. This is The Beast on the Road. The Palladium. It's another Palladium show. I wonder if this is the same one. All right, this one's cool. This one's worth definitely buying. All right, this stupid glare. Just fell out. All right, looks like that. A little booklet just came flying out. That's the insert. All right, and that's the cover. You find this one sounds great. This one's one of my favorites, and the next one I'm going to show you is a really good one too. The World Peace Tour, 83. This one sounds really good. All right. That's the back. Oh my God, the glare is brutal. Yeah, this has got some good stuff on it, man. Where Eagles Dare, Rothschild, The Trooper. Good songs. This is a later one, Book of Souls. And Wacken, this one sounds great. All right, it's newer, sounds awesome. Okay, basically, the live Book of Souls tour. But yeah, this sounds great. It's double disc. Yeah, this is double CD. That's one. And that's the other one. Cool stuff. Find this one. This one sounds great. And then this one sounds great too. There was a whole bunch of these that came out. Different states where they were doing. This one was recorded in Brooklyn when I was at this show. So when I found this, I was like, oh my God. And this sounds fabulous. This sounds awesome. All right. Some of these, like I said, there was like a whole series of these, different states and arenas and stuff. And like I said, I bought the Brooklyn one. It sounds great. All right. If you can find these, they're awesome. Opens up. If I can get it open. All right. Goes like that. Opens again. Double disc. Again. This one sounds great. And then the last one sounds really good too. Again, because these are newer. All right. This is a double disc. All right. It's the same show. All right. Certain songs are on here and certain songs are on there. All right. That's the back. Get my finger out of the way. And this is the other one. And get my finger out of the way. Right? And the disc looks like this. Okay? So that's cool. So yeah, man. Again, when it comes to bootlegs, whether it's Maiden or whoever, I mean, I have some Merciful Fate bootlegs that, you know, they're not the greatest sounding. One of them sounds really good. The other ones, you know, recorded back in 1982, 83, 84. So what do you expect? I have no problems with it. I know basically what I'm getting myself into when you're buying vinyl. If you're at a CD store and you're like, hey man, you know, can you put this on for me? I want to hear it. They'll do that. If there's a place that will let you, you know, vinyl is a little bit harder because it's always in plastic. If it's in some kind of plastic that you can open and take out, hey man, let the guy play it for you. Say, hey, I want to hear what this sounds like before I invest, you know, whatever they want for these things, you know. And if he, you know, he should put it on for you. Just hear a song or two and then, all right, yay or nay. You know, same thing with the CDs. But if you can listen to them at your record store, CD store, by all means, put them on first before you buy them. If you can't and you just, you know, getting these off of eBay or Discogs, whatever, then, you know, just understand some of them are good, some of them aren't so great, and you just, it is what it is, all right? All right, so we did the magazine, we did the vinyl, this and that, and then, you know, while you're listening to your bootlegs, play some Iron Maiden Monopoly. I haven't even opened this yet. I know they showed this once before. But yeah, play some Iron Maiden Monopoly with your buddies. All right? Have fun. Listen. Chill. Hey, man. It's just concert stuff. All right? And that's about it for now, man. So that's my Iron Maiden bootleg stuff, vinyl and CDs. And hopefully you learned something. All right? And that's it, guys. So, hey. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. It's Sunday. 90 degrees outside. All right? Got some other videos going to come up soon. All right? So, hey. Peace out, Buttercup. I'll see you soon. Up the irons.